The email.
Email?
Chisa Yomoda's email.
User Lane has new email.
Who's it from?
Chisa Yomoda. Do you wish to read your email?
Well, so Julie, are you still getting email?
Email?
You know, from Chisa?
Oh, that. No, I haven't. Not anymore. Lane, you mean to say you got that prank email too? What? Why'd you ask?
Anime dubs from the 90s are either incredible or amazingly trash. The dub for Serial Experiments Lain manages to be both simultaneously. This is a strange show which takes us directly into the uncanny valley through its art and audio. The sound design and dub for this anime is strange, even for its time, but I think it's a masterpiece. Like this video if you love 90s anime, and let's take a look at this amazing pre-2000s dub.
Present day. Present time.
The audio file for this anime must have been really small, because the dub is mostly blank. I mean literally no sound. Studio Triangle staff mostly populate the show with atmospheric sounds like the display static, the sound of high voltage power lines buzzing, and the clicking of old computer hard drives. The dialogue scenes are so far apart that we get a lot of this atmospheric sound. In Serial Experiments Lain, the audio makes you feel like nothing is happening most of the time until things do start happening. For instance, when there's a train crash in episode 1, it acts like a jump scare because of how embedded in the atmosphere the viewer becomes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the inconvenience.
This huge disruption really impacts the viewer, and the idea here is for us to feel exactly how Lane feels in that moment. Extrapolating on this point, Triangle staff use the repetitive atmospheric sounds to establish routine, thereby highlighting anything that is outside the routine. It gives the feeling of a time loop without the narrative element. The Japanese dub is pretty strange too, as it has the same oral elements but a lot of it is still in English.
どうして来ないの？こっちへ来ればいいのに。
Meaning that most of the impact that Triangle staff hoped to make relied on the English audio. What that means for viewers in the West is that not much was lost to translation or cultural changes. In fact, Lane has very little localization because I think it was equally developed for the West as it was for Japan. The vision for this anime was to be exactly as weird as it came out.
Beep, beep, beep. Understood. Beep, beep, beep. Now communicating, logging on. Beep, beep, ga. Beep, beep, ga. Beep, beep.
The dub being as devoid of audio as it is helps with escalation because as the story intensifies, there is room to add in more audible elements. Each sound that gets added is extremely noticeable because of the barren sound design of the anime. Since all the sounds are generated by background elements, Triangle Staff use that to really pull your attention to the backgrounds, which are beautifully animated. As Lane builds her super mainframe computer, we hear more hard drive seeker clicks to join the orchestra of the buzzing power lines, phasers in the train station, and screen static. What's beautiful too is that the sounds are added until the thematic climax of the show, and then removed after to symbolically bring the story back to the starting point. Another thing I noticed is as Lane got more integrated with the wild universe, we stopped hearing the hard drive seeker clicks from her computer, alluding to the fact that she's using her mind more to control the computer. We also hear the buzz of the power lines louder as we approach the climax of the show. This alludes to intensifying use of Schumann resonance, which the show associates with the wired universe or its version of the internet. Subtle sound design elements like this are absolutely genius and take the anime to the next level. The dub uses music very sparingly. It literally only uses it in two ways. Thumping techno to add more noise to what's going on screen.
Play track 44.
Or deep contemplative one-note music to transfer Lane's inner turmoil to the listener. The OPs are absolute jam, however. The beauty of 90s anime is that we get 90s music. Duvet by BOA is a jam that brings me back to the alternative rock era of the early turn of the millennium. Turn of the millennium. I've been waiting for a good time to use that phrase. Thanks for watching today. Please subscribe, and if you are still here, check out the video on screen. It's my favorite clips from the Serial Experiments Lain anime with commentary from yours truly. See you around.